no bias to myself. I feel like I'm the hardest artist out in the country.
Ain't never slipping on ice. Diamonds all over the chair, I'm sitting on what you want making a night.
At the end of the day, like it's us versus the industry.
Painting your stacks to a pair is never enough. I'm pressing decline.
I know homies back at home that'll shit on your best rapper.
You know she never my type. Baby, I like what I like. At the top of the cup is a lid, at the bottom is number first.
So it's only one song. Like you just need one song. You're in the game.
If I drink, get lost.
Some unreleased. We're just gonna jump right into the unreleased. So this is No's Hardest. Y'all gonna be the first people to hear this. Okay, come try to get you alone. There's some bottles in the crib, you and your friend.
Yo, it's Kaye. We out in Sydney right now with Faucet Failure, and it's just 24 hours with me. Kaye, Caleb, Brisbane hip hop and R&B artist. Yeah, man, just been making music all my life. You know, grew up with it. It's a journey of an aspiring musician.
Kaye, strive to be great at what you do, and actually respect what you're doing. Actually understand what you're doing as well. I'm still trying to figure shit out, you feel me? I know this shit is all over the place and that, but you know, that's what I gotta say right now. And the sky's not the motherfucking limit, you feel me? Keep going. Shout out Poster Boy. By any means necessary, you feel me? Don't play no games with these motherfuckers, man. Shit.
In the baddie, full of love, and she love me. Hallelujah.
I feel like the rebrand was very necessary. You know, there was aspects of my artistry that I feel like I didn't understand or, you know, didn't get the opportunity to really bring forth. You know what I'm saying? So I've had that collab brand since I was like 12. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it was something that I didn't realize was gonna grow into what it did. You meet people, you grow, you understand the industry more, and I feel like, I don't know, I just needed like a reset, you know, like I understand my brand more, I understand my image, the sound, even like my market, like who I'm tailoring my music to and shit, you know, so I just feel like very necessary. At the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm still the same person, so I'm not gonna be like, Kaye, like a whole different nigga, nah, like I'm still the same person, it's just like a more refined version of myself. I'm saying like poised, you know what I'm saying, really smooth. Like, one of my favorite movies is like Undercover Brother, you know, back in the day, like just that whole like real funk hip hop aesthetic, very pimp, very, you know what I'm saying, very poised, very smooth. That's what I reckon my brand is, you know what I'm saying? Like, as of right now, like I'm really just trying to hone into my real artistry bag. But yeah, if I was to really describe myself and my image is just, I'm saying, smooth nigga. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Standard day in the life. We in Sydney, you know what I'm saying? We having fun, we outside, y'all.
Take a photo of that.
When did Jordan do that one?
But they never did that. Whole team looking fly. It's just a regular day though. Regular fits.
Live and direct, man. Don't worry about me, man.
Worry about you.
It's the Militia.
Yeah, actually, don't worry about it.
It starts with like, you're in a circle. You know what I'm saying? Me and the Militia boys, like, we got our own little like movement going on, and it's just like it's just about like creating and refining what you already have, you know, and it's just gonna create that effect. People gonna see it, they're gonna be like, damn, like what's going on over there? You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna encourage people to really like, you know, commune, like stick together. At the end of the day, like that's the only way you're gonna grow with your community. So I feel like the best way we're gonna do it is just like find out who's really in your circle, and then y'all just refine what you have, you know what I'm saying? Grow. Everyone's gonna be in their own little lane, but it's just about like growing what you have and just giving that effect off to people. At the end of the day, like it's us versus the industry, if I'm keeping it a buck, so it's just about like putting your head down, grinding, and really finding your spot in the country, yo, for real.
We're making a movie. Hop in the water, bitch, I hold my breath like Michael Phelps. Can't play the whole thing. Nah, if it was in the speakers, I'll play the whole thing. I had too much weighing on the kid to cause his death. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I'm really keen for the session. I'm gonna keep it up.
Music in a whole different light to anything that's out right now, you know. So I believe that if I just continue doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean, really just believing in my own sound, it's gonna like create its own pocket, and people are really gonna catch on to like, you know what I mean, this side of the music. Cause yeah, it's not about like following the trends. Like you ain't gonna make music like no one else. You know what I mean, be undeniably yourself, and you're gonna realize that just doing that, you're gonna create a whole different pocket. So I'm not necessarily trying to move with no crowd. Like I'm for real just trying to be myself, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I done put it into the time. Do you know the answer? Try it again. Do you know the answer? Try it again. Alright. Down again. Keep coming in. I put 200 in your out.
No shame to the people that are on, but the people that are on don't really like justify the talent that Australia has. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know homies back at home that like that'll shit on your best rapper. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
I asked this nigga the minute he played it, I'm like, nigga, wait until the day goes. Just wait, just wait.
Okay. It's not.
I understand the Australian industry's growing, but it's very unappreciated. You know what I mean? People out here making real music, not getting recognized. And I don't know, like, I pray a few years down that like it changes, but until then it's just super underappreciated, underdeveloped, you know what I'm saying? Not aware at all. You know what I mean? Like even when I was working at Collab Brand, like it took me a minute to really get recognized, and even at that I barely got recognized. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like yeah, with the resources that Australia has, you know, to really make a superstar.
Come alive, put it on, service him. Get it up, got a pen on, what's the problem there? When she come around, she need a maze like Long Hill. Outside with a best friend, get a double kill.
Get my wrist down just like Donnie Dane. I've been outside, come my caddy, bunch on my main. I've been telling your brother just like Charlamagne. Go ahead, skin fade, LeBron, Charlamagne.
Everything I'm doing right now, just on a greater scale of things. If I'm dropping music, just reaching more of the masses. If I'm putting out, you know, visuals, just make sure it's art. You know what I mean? Like real art. I view myself as a growing pioneer. You know what I mean? Like I got the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Like the OGs of the Aussie hip hop, Manu, Bless, BY's, like they're all vouching for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I got to witness their growth, and they're pretty much just putting me on game. So I'm really just trying to circle the game and just like replicate what they did. It's on a greater scale of things. Just being able to take on any type of opportunity to really build a brand, that's like what the busiest part of like what I got going on looks like, you know, just doing everything for the brand, everything, you know, whether it's like source of opportunities, answering emails, chopping it up with my assistant, like every time I really think about this music shit, like my name worldwide, you know, the brand worldwide. Yeah, I'm from Australia, but doesn't mean like I gotta stay here. I ain't gonna be here. I'm about to be in a really good position in a few years if I just, you know, stick to my word and stick to the plan and then trust in the Lord, you know. The sky's the limit. Don't get it twisted, the image matter, but anyone can make an image. The real testament to being a good artist is how long your music gonna stand, you know? And that comes down to the love of the music, you know what I mean? Like your connection with it, your story to tell. And yeah, all of that just comes under that umbrella of like timeless music. I believe my music is timeless, and I believe I'm gonna be here for a while. Hell nah, that shit, bruh. Bro, that shit is in my blood, gang. If I'm keeping it a buck, I feel like the industry is what's gonna ruin it for a nigga. But like the love of the music, hell nah. When I went to LA, I showed people my music, and just based off the music, they was like, yeah, now we need to rock with this kid. Like we need to, you know what I'm saying, put this kid in position. Bro, I've been showing niggas my music in Australia for like years. Ain't no one give me no like real hand, and it's just because they're scared. They play it safe. It has to already do well, so they can guarantee that return on investment. I believe if the Australian industry took more risks, like with artists, and they really just saw the art for what it was, bro, we would be in a whole different position. Anytime an artist takes off, right, in Australia, whatever sound they make, the industry just thinks that's what everyone likes, and we're just gonna put all the money there. If we find another artist that sounds like that, we're gonna grab him too. We're gonna grab his homie. Like they just think that, okay, this is taking off. All right, let's go. You know what I mean? Like as you said before, very chic. Even though 1-4 opened up the door hella for just Australian music in general, but that's themselves. That's their pocket. You know, like the door that they opened could, you know what I'm saying, aid like 50 artists, but it's not gonna aid me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If I'm keeping it a buck, it's not gonna aid me. That's not my music. That's not my niche, not my audience. Same with Leroy. You know what I mean? So like, it's with being a artist in Australia, you just gotta take the good with the bad, yo. My dad always told a nigga like, the idea of success is like, it's in the mind and it's very much in the soul. You know, your relationship with God, your freedom and your peace, that's success. You get what I mean? And to do what you love with that, carrying that formula, you know what I mean? Your belief system, your soul, your peace, your freedom, but doing what you love, I feel like you're successful, gang. If you're able to live off what you're doing, you're successful. I don't care if you're getting 100K a year or 100K a day. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing what you love, you're living your life that's really tailored to how you want your day to day, how you wake up, how you go to sleep, how you eat, where you eat, what you wear. Everything's tailored to how you want it, but you're successful. I don't care what the margins is. You know what I mean? Like that's my version of success. You know, you're like just being free and having that peace of mind, yo, and constantly, you know, just building that relationship with God. That's success.
Do you think that mindset will ever change?
Hell no. Cause like that's everyone else's margin of success. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I care about the Grammys. I care about winning the awards. I care about it, you know, cause that's like, it's like running a race and getting your first place ribbon or going to the Olympics and getting that gold medal. Like it's something to show for it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't reflect who I am at all. You know what I mean? Like I don't need no Grammy. I don't need nothing. You know what I mean? Like the music gonna speak for itself, and I know who I am. I know the people. I understand my environment. I understand, you know, my people, and do that. That's what's gonna really define my success.
You can see this. If you don't already know, I go by the name Kaye. I'm an artist from Brisbane, Australia. It's a privilege to be out here tonight. I have a lot of unreleased music that y'all are gonna be the first people to hear. So this really means a lot to me. I've been working, I've been really making these new tracks, so all of y'all gonna be the first people to hear it. But before that, we're gonna catch a vibe and we're gonna slide into this next one. Come on.
I said something would be cool to win a Grammy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need that Grammy, but I ain't gonna let that like really define a nigga. For the meantime, we're just gonna have fun this year, really build a brand and really connect, build my community. Everyone wants to latch onto something that's already like taken off, you know? So like starting from scratch, bruh, no one was jacking me, no one, you know? And it was like a tough time, you know? Like I was even, after the rebrand, I was like a few singles in and I was even chopping it up with my sister and I was just having some doubts on the rebrand, you know? Just cause that same love wasn't getting shown. That's just something I gotta understand, that's part of the growth. I know my vision and the people around me are like, you know, the best of what they do in the country. You know what I mean? Like whatever area, the best of what they do. So that kind of encourages me to keep going and shit. At the end of the day, whoever you're working with, they have their own little universe, and then you got your own little universe, and it's just like, it's just understanding that before we go, you know what I'm saying, make this work, we need to be cool with each other in the sense that like I can respect your vision, you respect my vision. For example, with y'all, like the Faucet Failure homies, you know what I mean? Like we chopped it up when they were back in Brizzy. We already have that relationship. So when it's time to run it back, like it's cool, you know what I mean? Like I know the boys now. And I feel like going into any type of collaboration, like you really need to know who you're working with. Cause you could go head deep, face first into that collaboration and they won't even like showcase your vision properly, you know what I mean? Just cause they don't even know you. Like it's not like they trying to do you dirty, they just don't know you. It's been a pleasure kicking it with the Faucet Failure boys. But this has been my day in the life. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope everyone stays blessed. Peace.